Hey, and welcome back to Dao Talks. I'm your host, Sam, here with Shifu Zhou. Welcome, Shifu.
Hi, everyone.
So today we're going to follow up on our Jing, Qi, and Shen episode, and we're going to talk a little bit about martial arts, in particular Daoist martial arts, of which Shifu Zhou is a master. So, Shifu, what in particular makes a martial art a Daoist martial art?
Now, the martial arts part, what is the Daoist martial arts? First, we have to think about what's the martial arts, the different part, the internal and the not martial arts.
External?
External. Now, first, we talk about Daoism. Of course, the background is very, very important.
Of course.
Daoism, what's Daoism? Daoism, they want to be have a healthy body, have a long life. The martial arts, of course, the beginning, all the martial arts, like Kung Fu, all same, for fighting, for killing. It's the way the martial arts, Kung Fu come from. So we say it's okay, protect ourselves. It's right. Also it's for killing. Okay, we learn Kung Fu because for protect ourselves.
Yeah, it still has to be a martial art.
But for Daoism, whatever the killing is no good. For Daoism, no like Daoism no like to killing because all the life, Chinese zhong shen. What's zhong shen? As for Daoism, the life is important. For each one, for animal, for everything, it's important. For us, we human need to have a long life. They just turn to the fading earths, come to the like internal, like a Daoism earth. Use the Daoism philosophy and Daoist how the like a Daoyin. Everyone, if the Qigong practice, everything make up with the martial arts. You combine everything together. This is Daoism idea. What is Daoism idea is, first we have to talk about philosophy. With the philosophy Dao, so we call the Tai Chi, everybody know is the Tai Chi. Yeah, everybody know Tai Chi. The Tai Chi, we call the adept. Adept. Everything can be adept. This is the philosophy. The main idea, the yin yang, and the 5 elements. Everything have that. All the martial arts have. Another part, the Daoist practice, the Daoyin Qigong, we stretch all the movement. Why? The people say, oh, Zhang Sanfeng, if we come here, we're talking about the Zhang Sanfeng, who created the Tai Chi. That guy, he wrote a lot of book. Lot of books. The books all talking about the Neidan, so the internal alchemy. All talking about that. He's very, very good about the Daoism practice. They use that idea, putting in, make combine with the martial arts. Combine with our martial arts first, like a Tai Chi. What's Tai Chi? Yin Yang. We use the Kung Fu, make the Kung Fu slowly. Like we use the word brass in, brass out. As we do Tai Chi all like that. That's the main idea. It's like Qigong. If you say, oh, we just like move Qigong, the Tai Chi, Qigong, it's the Tai Chi, that's the Kung Fu. Come, what is the another idea? Tai Chi have a yin yang, have a strong, have a slowly, have a like a fast, slowly, the strong power, soft power. It's yin yang. That's the. We make everything like, okay, we can practice your body health, slowly make everything done like meditation. Then, but the movement, the meaning, adapt. Okay, like this. Oh, we also have a block, have a push. Of course, like for application. Someone, we have to fast, have to give a power out. You can be like, okay, for application, that's Tai Chi. I'm to slowly push you. That's not my punch to your face. Okay, this is a part.
Might be in trouble trying to do that.
Yeah. And another part that we call the, is Yeah, just like the tag we talking about the Daoism meditation. All the internal martial arts, all the Daoist martial arts, what's important? Meditation. It's called 站桩. We go whatever we do, 形意八卦, Kung Fu. Okay, first thing, do meditation, do that, or do that, or do that. All the movement, what? Make you peace, have a nice mind, have good energy. Practice martial arts is good. It's Daoist martial arts. Then turn the martial arts not just to protect you, of course protect you, also the health. If you practice Tai Chi, practice or internal Kung Fu, regularly health. There's another part you can protect you. Someone attack you, you can put someone down. It's the idea.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot in there. So what you're saying is when Zhang Sanfeng, he came up with Tai Chi, there were obviously Kung Fu has existed from whenever people needed to fight each other. That's been around forever. And Daoyin Qigong probably also existed at that time. And he was the one that kind of combined those two elements into one coherent system.
Yes, that's my idea. Maybe every time a lot of people say, Zhang Sanfeng Kung Fu, how good. Maybe his Kung Fu not good, but he have the good idea. He combine everything. We call the adept, like Tai Chi. Have new stuff come out. Everybody like it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And you can see some of that Daoyin and some of the movements in Tai Chi, a lot of the twisting, the coiling, the extending through, I see sometimes you correcting small hand positions, and it really makes a difference in terms of where the Qi actually goes. I was wondering, Shifu, how can you tell, when we talk about last episode, Jing Qi Sun, how do we tell if you look at somebody's practice and they're practicing martial arts, maybe they've been practicing for years, what are the evidence that someone has cultivated Jing Qi and Shan in their own practice? Like what do they look like? How is it different when they go to practice?
This part for me sometimes I find really a little bit hard to talk. Most is for me as a feeling. A feeling the people we call the Jing Qi Shen, everything putting together. Your body with the form, with the Kung Fu together. Your mind, you have the focus, everything together. We call that have a spirit. If you practice the Kung Fu, practice something that's very, very good, you have a spirit that come out. Your only stuff come out. Of course, yes, like that. How to see that people? From a lot of new martial arts. Actually, for me, beginning, oh wow, so cool. She's jumping very high, very, very nice, like gymnastic. I'm really like that, so cool. But you watch later, you just like a feeling like, no have the, the taste. Some food you taste, you have like a different flavor, But the martial arts is the same. Someone practice martial arts, you say, oh, very good. Then you just watch more, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. You not have any taste. Some martial arts, if they have a spirit that you just watch, you never can end. And always you can gather some new stuff. This is like a feeling. Of course, like a Tai Chi, you have the feeling, the practice, like a Li, the power Li, and the brass, everything. Together or not? Someone just like a body move. I look at okay, it's good, it's beautiful. But 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, you feeling nothing. Listen for me. You have to really feeling the insight. We're not talking about someone new about martial arts. Of course, I know say like the no martial arts, because that is new. If someone you really practice long time, like many years, really very good, you can taste any martial arts. Because of Jing Qi Shen, everything you can see it. Either whatever the internal Kung Fu, internal martial arts, another martial arts, what they call that? Another?
External versus external.
Yeah. You can look at the eyes. Sometimes they practice, the army, the eyes just like very, very big, like Qi, come out. Because, whoa, it's so powerful. You know, some like do the internal, then you just like very, very calm down, very, very nice. You can see the power, the qi. Sometimes you really can feel the qi around the guy, like look at the, you know, the feeling like, wow, you can feel that, you know. This is the feeling really different. Maybe next time, if you go to YouTube or somewhere, you can just like see it, you know. You can more think, feeling it. It's like life. You have feeling it, you know, just watch it.
Yeah, well, I think one version of martial arts, maybe the more modern versions, are maybe made for show. I mean, modern wushu is, you know, judged, so it's a performance, so they get you know, points. Whereas the more traditional styles, they're done more for the sake of cultivation. They're done for more the sake of themselves. Is that correct?
Yes, but absolutely right. Like a model martial arts, like for performing and they little bit copy the gymnastic. You know, if you foot, you know, out like that, take you, you know, something, you know, the course.
Yeah, take a point off. Yeah.
Put off. Or you like, oh, jump not good, take you something off. Like just like a copy gymnastic, but it's not like martial arts soul. They create the new one for performing very beautiful jump, like oh, monkey or something, like take a good look. For me, yes, it's very, very beautiful, very good. I like to watch, but sometimes no meaning. Why I watch that? I can watch gymnastic. It's more cool, you know. Our meaning is where's the power? Where's the power from? You know, I like because of different personality. Like me, I like the high story. I like the culture. I like the deeper stuff. You know, I don't too like that. Oh, good. Some one that know that. Oh, you have to jump more high, kung fu more good. It's not like that. Either for the church, you know. With the church, you know, for the martial arts.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's very, very difficult for good judge. You know, you have to know really martial arts. Very good. I was Bin Laden. Was kind of competition. I also be a judge like before. It's most of the difficult. Also everything different for me. I don't really like it, you know, because most I don't think they don't know martial arts. Absolutely, the martial arts you need know everything. Like we say like the wound taste, you know, the alcohol, the wound taste. You have to taste a lot. You know it, you know. Then you have the flavor. Then you take like someone like a coffee is the same. You say, it's good, it's bad. The martial arts is the same. You have to know everything. You have to really have the deeper ground, you know. Then you can know everything. But the noise, I don't say that's wrong, you know. But from my opinion, I know like this part. That's my. I like the internal or like the traditional arts because they can really make you junction everything together. But the new one is a little bit not really, like just for performing beautiful, you know.
Yeah, I think it's probably tough to find judges that are capable of, even if you had a traditional Kung Fu judge, I think it'd be very hard to find somebody that can really judge, because everybody's style has so many intricacies, especially the traditional way. You know, you show me one Xing Yi application, one movement, there's, you know, like 7 applications immediately that you see, and then there's, you know, dozens more, and it keeps going and keeps going and it keeps going. So
yes,
I don't know how you judge.
Absolutely, yeah. But traditional Kung Fu, you have to know the junction. It's more important. You know, this is the most important. Either the foot sometimes wrong. It's very common. You know, someone like we talking. Everybody performing each time different. You know. What's the traditional Kung Fu? Your soul, your emotion, your personality, everything in that. You're angry, performing different. You relax, you're angry, your body tight, you're happy. All can change your martial arts, all different. This is the martial arts of the soul, you know. All the personality, the junction, everything there. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a self-expression. It's whatever is inside, it gets expressed through the art.
Yeah, so we talking like because I do that stuff, you know. Sometimes I talk, you know, Chinese called what's it called reading photography or something. Chinese
The writing?
Oh yeah, Chinese
Calligraphy.
Calligraphy. We say you saw calligraphy, you can see the people's personality. You see martial arts, you can see the people, rush person, as a good person, as a bad person. And with everything, you can see it. You know, someone that practice martial arts like very crazy, you can see, oh wow, that's again you have to be careful. Someone that can really down, the master crazy, you know, like a boxing is same. Someone, you know, they just like it's crazy. Someone very smart boxing, you know, everything always on the soul. You can see it. The martial arts is same. If you use the good martial arts, you just data performing, you can know everything about the guy. You know, because the soul, personality, everything in there is a good one. You know.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's just say, for the sake of imagination, you're the judge. You have to. What do you look for if you're judging an internal martial artist when you watch them?
Oh, for me, what's the part? Of course, for the Tai Chi and the Kung Fu or internal Kung Fu and the Tai Chi is a little bit different. With the internal Kung Fu like a Bagua, you have the feeling, the power, the energy, the feeling. You know, the Tai Chi, if you practice Tai Chi, the good or bad, you have to see the emotional, the Qi, the breath in, breath out, everything with the movement, what you look like. Either the step, the power in the ground or not in the ground. You know, this is the more important. Where the power come from, the Qi, energy, where it come from. You all have to look very, very clear. Yeah. We not just, the movement is the same, the Tai Chi, Kung Fu is the same. If you do the movement, you just like that. And then you do that. It's not a lot different. And you have to look at detail. She's the power, the foot, the waist. They have connection or not. If they just do that, it's okay. This is Tai Chi. But for me, they don't have ground power. You know, if you have the foot, like a push, then you have the power to your waist, so your shoulder, you come out, each power. You know, you can feel, wow, that's good. You know, that's a connection. You have to yeah.
Yeah, so the connection with the power is very important.
Yes.
From the root, from the ground. Yeah. So does the Qi follow, when we talk about internal martial arts and we talk about the language, does the Qi follow the power as we're pushing? Is that when we talk about using Qi in martial arts?
We're not using Qi. Yes, it's the trick why. You know, in US, in West, either in China, a lot of people look at, I have a lot of power, a lot of Qi, and push you like a flame, you know, a lot of wow, flame, all this drugs. Oh my goodness. Of course, ask me, I don't believe that part. Honest, I don't believe that part. What's the Qi? As we call the brass, the emotion. You know, what's the emotion, the Qi? You just like pay attention, focus. You have the focus, have the attention. Like, you know, like here. Like really there. When someone practice, they just focus on the movement. Like that. You spirit not there, you know. You have to like all the Jing Qi Shen, or the Shen is the mind. Your mind have to be there. Your breath have to be there. Your power have to be there. You know. It's everything. The power, the breath, and the mind power. Everything have to be there. You know, it's part very, very important. Wherever you judge, wherever what you do, have to this part. Then this is the martial arts spirit. Yeah. Sometimes you say, why I thought people don't have a Qi? Because some people are very, very rushed. They just practice, very worried about something. Oh my gosh. You know, because they don't have the mind, you know, the mind power, everything not together. You know, that's the internal. Either boxing is the same. You have to like, you know, just the, we call it the fist or the palm that follow your mind. Your mind follow your power. You know, the power, everything is together. You know, it's just ace, power, the punch, mind, all have to together. You watch there, punch there. Everything follow your mind. Yeah.
So every part of your being, when we talk about power in internal martial arts, we're not just talking about muscular strength or speed or anything. We're talking about the entirety of your being, from your mind, your spirit,
yes.
And your body all together as one unit.
Yes. Yeah.
That's awesome. And would you say, is that what separates internal Kung Fu from external styles of Kung Fu?
Yes, external Kung Fu the most important for the muscle. Someone practice the external Kung Fu martial arts, they have to lot of, it's a very strong, like Shaolin Kung Fu, or like Henggan. You can see that everybody, like they have some medal here, the practice just, they don't really care about the foot power, they care about it's part.
Yeah.
That's the top. Yeah, the top, the shoulder, they care them here, like all like that, Either they hear them very, very strong. Yeah. So I have a lot of master is very, very good, but I here talking about not like a cigarettes, about the truth. The like someone practice Henggan, like external Kung Fu. Most of the people, the shoulder very strong, top very strong, the butt little bit small, because of all the power go up,
Yeah.
Because we go the internal Kung Fu, mostly you can see the butt a little bit bigger and the leg muscle a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
That's also the change, because when you practice, you change. Also the external, the people, most people here, very, very strong. You can see. Now walking there, you can feel like, oh my God, like a big rock, like a wall, It's because they focus on the muscle, on the body's power, like an army. Focus on the top,
Yeah. No, I'm glad you said that. That is something I've noticed, that people's proportions definitely match the style of martial art that they practice.
Yes.
Would you say that there's the emphasis on developing the whole body as opposed to just the muscles is an aspect of Taoist practice as well? Because when we talk about Dao Yin, we talk about Qigong, like a lot of these things are meant to exercise the tendons, the bones, the deeper aspects of the person as opposed to just the muscles. Is that an aspect of it?
Yes. We call it you practice the internal Kung Fu, I see they very important for the brass and the Qi, we call it Qi. It's a brass, it's a very, very important. It's the beginning, it's more important than the brass. Breathing in, breath out, it's more very focus that, and focus the meditation, more focus the roof. The idea all is same. We call the inside, you practice the Qi, inside the power. Outside, also we have to change, not like a change, practice you the skin and the bone. This is all the martial arts the same. Because if you want to punch someone, you here too soft, how do you punch someone? You don't have strong, you don't have a muscle. How someone punch you like very hard, you have to use some muscle. It's the same. So all the martial arts is the change, was to change your body structure. Either change your mind, change everything. It's a totally martial arts with that, not just for a lot of people in China. They say, because why? As people who practice martial arts because they here no good, like army, because here they no good, no smart, they just for muscle. The muscle more big, they no smart. Smart people don't have muscle. They always treat people like that. But actually not. The martial arts can change people to smart. You know what? It's the person. But the martial arts. Some people, yes, they just want to fighting. They want to kill you. why I learn Wei I went off fading. I will have anger, I have something, I went off fading. And someone practice martial arts, they feel half, they feel kid smart. We practice martial arts also Chinese called Wu. What's a Wu? 觉悟. You have to think about, always adapt. Martial arts, all the martial arts, if you practice, not have adapt, it's not good. Everything we call adapt. Adapt your mind, adapt everything. Change your body structure. There's a lot of kids in China. There's a lot of kids that because of where they go practice martial arts, because the body very weak, the body have a problem. Either someone here have a problem. You practice martial arts.
Yeah, I mean, even in the States, that's a big reason I think some people get into martial arts is, to develop some sort of confidence or develop a belief in themselves, maybe a sense of purpose. So it can really be life changing. Some of these effects. These are not. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great. Let's switch gears and talk a little bit about some of the symbolism in Daoist weapons. So when we talk about Wudang mountain, where you grew up and trained, is particularly known for its sword work. One thing that is interesting about the sword in Daoism is that it's not just a weapon, correct? It's also very symbolic for other reasons in Daoism. Do you want to talk about any of those?
Yeah, we can talk a little bit. Yes, actually, absolutely, Daoists have a thought, they're not for killing. They have another symbol. Either have the fortune or the weapon, they have another meaning. They're not for killing. A lot of people say, Wudang sword. Wudang sword was supposed to like, no, but the sword. The sword, where is here? In your mind. This is the big sword, very good at weapon sword. First, we're talking about the use sword, real sword for killing. Okay. Why is the sword good? Can have a good sword because you can use sword. You here not have a sword. This sword no work. You here have a sword for killing. Everywhere you can be a sword. You can be killing people. It's not but the weapon. It's kind of like a weapon. Your weapon where you have a weapon here and here. The weapon is real weapon. You might. You want to kill someone. It's a weapon. Have a weapon wherever. Maybe you have a nuclear body in your hands, but you here not have a weapon. You hear peace. There's nothing. If I talking to people, what's a weapon? I can use my phone. I can use my finger. I just take that. Can be a weapon. Can be a sword. What's sword? For killing. That's the for killing part. For Daoism, the sword. What's the sword? For the sword meaning, it is, most of, first talking about that part. And for the priest, if you want to be a Daoist priest, go to the temple. First year, second year, probably not have the priest say, you can learn from me. They have to see you're a good person or bad person. Not like a bad person, no, your behavior. You really want to practice the Dao or practice be a priest or just fake, just come for the fun. They have to look like a taste 2 years or 3 years. Then after that, you want to really be a priest, the master give you a sword. What's the sword meaning? You cut all the society, all the world, the bad stuff around you. You have to keep your mind to practice the Dao or practice the Daoist skill. Chinese called 以心一意, 以心不二用. What's 以心一意, 以心不二用? Folks just do the right things. Cut all the bad stuff out. That's why they say, okay, what's cut the trouble, cut the ghost, cut all something wrong with you. Like that. This is the symbol. There's no for weapon. A lot of people say, oh, well, the Daoists have the sword and they kill the ghost. No. Where the ghost from here? Use the sword, kill you might. Something bad stuff around you to kill it. It's the sword meaning. Yeah.
So every time we're using the sword, we shouldn't just be thinking of the martial applications, but also focused on our mind if we're practicing.
No, this part we talk about the symbol. This is the sword symbol. It's for Daoism.
Yeah.
If we practice the sword, it's like it's earth. It's different. You have to use the sword. Use your mind. Also, you have to feeling the sword. It's a different way. It's different. The sword, if we practice, it's earth. But for the Daoism symbol, it's not a meaning. Not a meaning. It's different meaning. Yeah. When we have the sword, we have a Tai Chi Quan, the sword. The sword is just, someone practice martial arts, bring the Daoist idea. Oh, look, we practice the Tai Chi sword. So nice, make your sword with your body. It's good, follow your mind. Also, of course, sometimes just practice Tai Chi or form a little bit boring. You can have some weapons, feeling different, practice another stuff. Yes, this is what I mean. Like a fortune, it's very, very common for Daoist.
That was another weapon that we wanted to talk about is the fuchen, the horsetail whisk. So what is can you say more about that?
The fortune, this Daoist, the meaning was for chen. Chen is a taste. For is like a sweet, the taste. What it means? So sweet, always have to sweep, like a sweeping might, if you might have some dirt. Taste. What's the taste? It's the meaning, not like a real taste in our mind. It's the bad stuff, Yeah. What's the bad stuff? Like we do practice meditation, practicing that, then you might go somewhere. Like, for priest, the pretty woman. Oh, she do some stuff. It's not good. Oh, I want to do something. It's not good. The fortune, take the bad stuff away. For, it's like slowly, chen, dust. Take the dust. Always use fortune, always use the power, take the mass dust away. Because we are, people have a mind. Why have a mind? People are thinking a lot of stuff. But most of the stuff we think as trash. We call it that.
Yeah, I can relate.
I know that 80%. Of course, 60%. I know that 80%, 7%. 70% is dirt. It's trash stuff. We always think a lot of trash stuff. There's no benefit for life, nothing. That's the fortune meaning. Take that away. Keep the 30% good stuff in your mind. It's for Daoism. Of course, then later some Daoism, look, I can steal like a weapon, I can kill him. No for that.
Yeah.
It's for Daoist, another meaning, if we do meditation, some bugs, some mosquito come to you. You just like, for mosquito.
I never thought about it, but that's great for that.
I know, spider something. Sometimes you walk somewhere, all the stuff, past the priest living on the mountain, as a lot of stuff. They just look, let something go away, like a snake or something stuff on the road, some animal. You don't want to kill them. You just use this. Okay, away. Just let them go away. I just go away. Take all the stuff and go away. Then I do meditation, something go away. Like that,
Yeah, so it's a peaceful weapon.
Peaceful weapon.
Yeah.
But then now it's the people, because everybody do martial arts, the priest. I told them, if you practice martial arts, you want to be you are, maybe a better word, you are a killer. Everything are weapons for you. You practice martial arts and kung fu, everything can be weapons for you too. It's not meaning. Oh, someone practice Kung Fu good. Oh, look at the good. Oh, it can be a weapon. I was in a temple. I know have usually the bronze sword, bigger sword, the bronze sword, like a Dao, Guan Dao, something like that. I don't have that. And then people, you're supposed to. I don't have any weapon. Everybody want to watch. Okay. Can everybody know I do Kung Fu? Can you give a little bit show us a little bit of the Kung Fu or some weapons? I don't have a weapon. What do I do? I just burn like a shovel, the shovel. I said, oh, you have a shovel, Kung Fu? I said, no, it's everything same. Everything can be weapon.
That's awesome. That's definitely a weapon.
Yeah, look at that. I use a shovel. Look at that.
We'll have to add that to your curriculum, definitely. So one other thing that we wanted to talk about today, when we see Taiji being practiced in the West, so obviously you come from a very deep background on Wudang Mountain. You understand the martial arts, and especially Taiji is the birthplace of Taiji with Zhan Sangfeng. So what are some elements when you watch Taiji being practiced in the Western Hemisphere, in the US? What are some elements of Taiji that you feel like are missing, that you wish that more people maybe watching this that are Taiji practitioners would put into their practice?
I know I study from Wudang, but I travel, cloud travel. I travel a lot of different temple, different mountain. I met a lot of different master, either Kung Fu master, priest master, all a lot of different people. Either I went to a lot of, not like a society, like kind of go out to the temple, it's a lot of bigger city, or met a lot of different Kung Fu people. I can see a lot of people, they always have their only very strong opinion about the on the earth. So I can't judge say someone lose something, someone not right, someone wrong like that, someone right. It's hard to judge because they all have their own style, their own opinion. For me, if you think Taiji, I just want to tell everyone, if you think Taiji can be a good martial arts for fighting, it's totally wrong. A lot of people just say, in China I met some master. Taiji is good because it's soft, can kill can broken the Samuel heart. Look at Samuel's heart, you can like a stick because there's too hard, you can broken down. If something soft, you can broken down because the soft is more power, the woman more power, Samson more power, and the yin more power. It's a little bit. I say too much, not have like a strong or good or bad, But for Taiji, I just want to tell everyone, if you think that Taiji is good for fighting, good for application for fighting, it's no. Fighting, if you want to have the competition with boxing or like MMA or something like that, for fighting, first, you need a muscle, power. This is the important. Taiji is important for know the very, very well is for healing. For healing. Wherever you have, wherever you have, either someone now have the tension very short, your knee have problem, your body have a problem, it's very good for healing. Because we turn to that's why. Of course, the Taiji can be a fading. This means what's the Taiji meaning? I told adept have to change. You have to know yin and yang. What's yin yang? Yang, yin, yang. Yin, yang. Always we block or protect. You can be we yin. You attack someone, we yang. Or people. The punch you have to know what's his yin and yang. What's yin yang? The shoulder move, the punch you with yang. Of course, you have to use the yin of a block. Or you have to use it. That's yin, they come in, they block you. Or the yin, yang, also another yin, yang, they come in, that's yin. They come out, it's yang. The weak part, you can say is yin. The strong part is yang. You have to find all there, adapt your mind, how to take the people down. It's the Tai Chi. Tai Chi, adapt your mind, adapt everything. It's Tai Chi. You don't know what's called adapt, it's not called Tai Chi.
So what you're saying is, Tai Chi itself may not be what you would choose if you had to fight someone, if somebody came into your house and attacked you right now, but there are a lot of principles of yin and yang and adaptability in Tai Chi that can actually help us to understand the martial arts in a much deeper way.
Yes, I think that can help the martial arts deeper way. The yin yang can help all the martial arts deeper way, not just either your life. We say, if you practice Tai Chi, you do very good, you can understand your life. If you do meditation very good, I don't say you are bad person, can be good person, but you can have a very clear mind to think about your life. That's Tai Chi benefit your life, benefit your body, either can benefit your family, everything around you. That's called, you have to think, the Tai Chi, first thing is for peace. The peace your mind. It's the first thing is for health. To take practice your health. That's another way. Also the way, of course, you have to know the yin yang. What's the yin yang? We have a yin, yang. If you always body like move like that, someone punch. It's your body. He's be natural. It's just, you punch me like that, and block like that, then I punch you like that. It's natural. Of course, the Tai Chi can be protect you. But you want to be the Tai Chi very good fighter, it's difficult. But you can use the Tai Chi philosophy, the adapt. If you are fighter, you can use the Tai Chi philosophy, the idea, you can be good fighter.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I think that makes a lot of sense because those yin and yang aspects are present in all the internal Kung Fu forms, it seems.
Yeah.
So last question for tonight, since I think we had a lot of good content here. How does someone cultivate Qi in their martial arts practice? So if somebody watches this, they don't know much about internal Kung Fu, maybe they have a practice, maybe they practice Tai Chi. How does someone cultivate that Qi in their practice?
It's difficult question, also a simple question. What's a difficult question? Because they don't know whatever, they never practice the martial arts. You say anything, they don't understand.
Okay, maybe they have some experience, or they're starting. They're a beginner student. They have something to work with.
As the part is about the teacher. What kind of as the teacher we say the teacher is important. Also the student are also important. The student also have to smart think about. We know just like practice. Sometimes you have to think about how. First, the beginning, just practice the movement is okay. Then later, if you maybe like a few years later, like you guys always okay, no, it's structure, everything's good. Then turn to this part. Then turn on like a different level. Then if you level there, I told you, you understand it. It's so easy. If you know the level there, and just talking, you forgot it. You never use it. Everything forgot. It's a difficult part. That's why when you're talking about everything is experience. The experience you from where? From a teacher. You only spirit, only good experience as you solve the experience. Make you teacher's experience to you solve, make you only experience. That's the most important. So, a lot of people practice not martial arts. Either the movement, they don't have yin yang. The teacher not talking about, we talking about the yin yang. What's the yin yang? Either movement. Now it's like art, then art. The movement is not good. How the movement don't have yin yang. How do you tell them? They depend. They're not split about the yin yang. How do you talking about the breath? How talking about the qi? Either some people then practice the qigong. They never know about the dantian. They always think of like some Buddha's like yoga's meditation. Beautiful flowers, something like that. It's very, very good. They don't know the dantian. You're talking to dantian. What's dantian? They never practice the breath, like how breath, deeper breath will go. How to do that. They never know that. How to know? You have to like beginning talking to them with the dantian, with the breath. We have a different breath. How to do it. Then they know it. Then later. Then practice, they have some feeling, everything good. Then you tell them, okay, look, we have this breath. Can you use this breath? Like, got it. That's the qi. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what you're saying is build a foundation of the basics, get the movements right, work with a good teacher, and if you have the movements right, understanding yin yang. And understanding the breath, understanding qi will come much more naturally.
Yes. This is why I always tell you guys, all the students, foundation.
Yeah.
It's important. If you don't have that, whatever you learn, like a lot of people, I made a lot. I know this, Shifu, I master. I know this. How many years? 10 years, maybe 50. I made a lot of master. Either they mastered. They said, I practiced take 30 years. I said, many years ago. Some people, I practiced 50 years. I said, oh my gosh, older than me. You're a big master, I said, I practiced a lot of stuff. I said, okay. Because you don't have a foundation wherever you practice how much stuff. It's understand. You don't have the, you have the Chinese have our words. How to say? Build the G. If you that's good. Like a building. Have foundation good. Where the building, how to change? It's a very, very strong, very good building. If you the foundation not good in the building, wherever you hold beautiful top, anytime the foundation can take you. It's the door, If you're in the door, you will like it. Not have a foundation, you not have a door. You always around the door. You never can do the inside.
Yeah, that's definitely been true in my experience. I'm thinking about a few weeks ago, I asked you a question of something, and it really made me think because you're like, I asked you, what's the breathing on this movement? You're like, you haven't figured it out yet? I was like, oh yeah, like yin and yang, of course, of course. But understanding that foundation, if you don't have that movement, you don't have the original understanding of those concepts, then if you have those, you can figure them out on your own. If you don't have those concepts from a teacher, then you're kind of, a fish swimming upstream. You don't really have a clue.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's that. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Shifu, for being with us today. That's our episode. And if you like our content, be sure to click subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and like our videos and share them, please, if you like it. And then come back and next week, we're going to be talking with Shifu Zhou and Master Bing. So 2 Wudang masters and the same, not room because we're not in a room, but the same video screen.
Next, just Master Bing, I kind of, Kung Fu brother, like many years ago. It's, I met her. It's last year he come to US. It's fun. I come. I was visited China 10 days. I went to I was in the airport. Master Bing said, "Hey, hello." I said, "Who are you?" He said, "Hey, that everybody." oh, it's you. We recognize, oh, we then sitting, we are on the same airplane flight come to Boston, we all talk from Beijing. From Beijing, yeah, we talk how many years, it's because like the life is different. Everybody busy on the stuff. I was the first year I was here, then I was Master Bing just like a few call. Then Master Bing come to here. He have some student in Men around here somewhere. Also, it's difficult. He come to here very very busy. Also, I'm busy all the time. And beginning, I also know how to occur. It's very difficult to meet each other. Either here, everybody busy. It's no, it's just sometimes. It's together talking a little bit, remain something, past, it will be very, very nice. Yes, the next upset, next show we will be, waiting, talking with Master Bean, talking about it in Wudang, some memory, like that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a great episode. So if you're liking our content here, please come back and join us again. So we'll see you next time here. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Shifu.
Oh, thank you. I see.